President Trump has been down this road before. Just over a year ago, the House impeached him on December 2019 on two charges: abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. Both concerned allegations that he improperly sought help from Ukraine to boost his re-election chances. However, the Senate acquitted him on both charges in February 2020. Donald Trump is the first president in U.S. history to be impeached twice. He's only one of three presidents to ever be impeached. The first, President Andrew Johnson in 1868, followed 130 years later by President Bill Clinton in 1998. Both were acquitted.
Despite